Hi, I'm Rachel with Blessed Beyond Measure, and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, I ask that you hit that subscribe button and the bell notification, and you'll be notified anytime I upload a video. Today I'm excited to share with you that we're going to be making baked smothered pork chops. These pork chops I've been making for several years now. You start off by browning them off in the skillet, and then you put them in the oven and bake them off, and that's what helps to make them very tender. So let's go over some ingredients. We have our pork chops. I have garlic powder. I use the Weber roasted garlic and herb seasoning. We have some cayenne, some salt and pepper. And this is a gravy that we're going to make about midway through the baking. We're going to mix this sauce up and we're going to pour it over there and put it back in the oven. And that's using some cream of mushroom soup, some milk, some chicken stock, and we'll put some salt and pepper in there. And for our dredging station, we have some flour, a few beaten eggs, and then I have some seasoned breadcrumbs. But you can check down in the description. I'll have a list of all the exact measurements. And so let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to season our pork chops with our seasonings, and then we're going to dredge them in some flour, then the egg mixture, and then the breadcrumbs. So let's get started. Do a little bit of salt, and we'll do it on both sides. A little bit of pepper. Our Weber seasoning. Garlic powder. And you can do all that to taste. If you want to trade out any of these seasonings for things that you prefer, that's fine. Okay, so we're going to dredge it into our flour, and we're going to shake off any excess into our egg wash. And then into the breadcrumbs. And on your breadcrumbs, these are seasoned. I think it's Italian style. If you just have the regular breadcrumbs, you can certainly just put in some Italian seasoning. It'll be just as good. All right, so here we are. That's our pork chop. I'll get the rest of these done and I'll meet you over at the stove. Okay guys, so I have my pork chops breaded up, and I went ahead and preheated my oven to 350 degrees. And in my skillet I have a few tablespoons of butter and a little bit of olive oil that I have heating up. And we're going to use that to brown our pork chops, and we're going to do it for about 3 to 4 minutes, and we're going to flip it halfway through to get it browned on both sides. And then I have a greased casserole dish here that we're going to put our pork chops in. We're going to cover it with a little bit of foil, and then we're going to put it in the oven for about 30 minutes. So let me bring you down here so you can see what I'm doing. So it looks like I'm going to have to do this in a couple of batches. So give me just a few minutes and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so I have all the pork chops browned off, and they're not fully cooked all the way. They're going to go in the oven and cook for about 30 minutes, and we want it to reach an internal temperature of 145 degrees, and that's when you know that they're good and safe to eat. So we're going to cover it with a little bit of aluminum foil, pop it in the oven for 30 minutes, and then we'll make our sauce that we'll put on in between. Be right back. Okay, so I've let my pork chops cook for 30 minutes. I took the aluminum foil off, and this is what they look like. It smells amazing. So our next step is we're going to make the sauce that we're going to pour on top, and then we're going to cover it back up and put it right back in the oven. So what I have here is some cream of mushroom soup. Going to add some whole milk, and again I'll have all the ingredients listed on the description. And we're going to add some chicken stock. Just a little bit of cayenne pepper, and just however much you want to put, it's fine. And I'll put a little bit of black pepper. That's it. This smells so good. I wish you guys could smell it. All right, so we're gonna get this poured over our pork chops, and when it bakes in the oven, the sauce is gonna thicken, and all of this sauce is just going to absorb into the coating on the pork chops, and it's gonna be so delicious. Okay. All right, so I'll get this covered back up with aluminum foil, and we'll let it cook for another 30 minutes, and I'll meet you right back. Okay guys, so this was baking in the oven for the last 30 minutes with our sauce on top. I've let it sit out on the counter for just a few minutes to cool down, and I'm ready to give this a taste. It smells so good in here. Ooh. Guys, I can't wait for you to try this because this is so good. It's very tender, and I think that has a lot to do with because we also baked it in the oven covered, so it got to steam a little bit, made it very tender. So I'm excited for you guys to try that. I wanted to leave you with a little bit of scripture today. This is Psalms chapter 31 verse 24. It says, "Be strong and take heart, all you who hope in the Lord." I don't know what all you guys are going through right now, but if there's something that you've been praying about or asking the Lord for direction on, and you feel like maybe the Lord's not hearing your prayers, I can reassure you He is hearing your prayers. God does things in His timing. We always like to, hope that we can rush the process or just tell God what we want done or how we want it done, but that's not how it works. We just have to put our trust in the Lord, and He's going to let us know when it's the right time. So I want to thank you guys for watching today, and if you like my video, I ask that you just hit that subscribe button, and you'll be notified anytime that I upload a video. So I hope you guys will give this a try and leave me some comments and let me know what you think. See you later.